Afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Sig's Garage. We got a project today. We got a little sidetracked. Had someone pull up my driveway with a dead battery in their vehicles. I had to deal with that. But I had a customer drop off a 2017 BMW X5 with a ZF 8-speed transmission, and we're just going to do a transmission service on it. So I'm not going to talk too much. I'm going to get to work here shortly, and I'll show you. I'll speak later and kind of just tell you the highlights of this. But some of the tools that are underneath this job, and this will pretty much cover everything: 10 millimeter Allen T40 socket, and an 8 millimeter Allen is needed. This is another T40, depending on which one I choose to use. I just use the larger one. And then a T40 small, because the rear bolts are kind of hard to get to. And then we'll use this 8 millimeter wrench with that. So torque wrench is required. We'll cover that when we cover the torque specs on it. But it's a ZF 8-speed, and I'll just real quick show you. These kits, ZF 8-speed, great transmission. I use them in BMWs. Chrysler products use them. I don't know, a lot of different Mopars, but very popular transmissions, probably millions of them out there. But they come, you don't just change the filter and reuse the pan. It's a complete assembly. It's a pan, transmission pan, and the filter is integral in it. And it does have a drain plug right there. So nice setup, makes it easy. Your gasket's already on there, and they give you all new bolts to go with it and a new fill plug. So you can't ask for more than that. Takes about 8 quarts. I'm using liquid moly ATF. It takes about 7 to 8 quarts, and we'll cover that when we do the filling of it. And there's a temperature range of 40 to 50 Celsius. So 45 being the optimal in the middle for the quantity. So without talking anymore, we'll get rolling here, and I'll cover some items after we video everything for any details that may be important to the person doing this job. But pretty straightforward, important. I will say this real quick. BMW and a lot of the manufacturers do not recommend a service interval to the transmission. They say lifetime. They're not telling you a story when they say that. It will last the lifetime that it lasts. It doesn't say how long that is. It's lifetime. So if it goes out 100,000, that's its lifetime. The manufacturer, the engineers, the designers of the transmission with the ZF, they recommend 50,000. So I'm going to go with what the manufacturer says for the transmission, not the automotive manufacturer, because they're trying to sell a car and keep the maintenance costs down. But if you want longevity in your transmission, any of them, servicing is important, and the ZF is no different. I've got one in 335i. I've serviced it twice. It still runs great. So anyway, we're going to get with it, and we'll cover some more items later. So here we go. Get to work. Done.